My name is Zuhaidani and I teach Mauritian Creole with Resplendence Language Arts. So in this video, we're going to learn about the various personal pronouns we have in Mauritian Creole. We're going to learn about the forms of singular personal pronouns we have, then plural personal pronouns, and lastly, reflexive pronouns. For each pronouns, you will have some examples of how to use those personal pronouns in Mauritian Creole. Then, at the end of this video, we are going to have some exercises for you to do so that you can practice what you have learned in this video. The first type of personal pronouns we have are singular personal pronouns. Those are words that describe a person. In the first column of the table you see below, which is table 1. In the first column, you will see those singular personal pronouns in Mauritian Creole. Then, in the second column, you would see those singular personal pronouns in English. So, in Mauritian Creole, I is mo. I is mo. Me is moi. Me is moi. You, the informal form is tu. You, the informal form is tu. You, the formal form is ou. You, the formal form is ou. You, when it is an object pronoun, is toi. You, when it is an object pronoun, is toi. Then, he, she, him, her, and it, all those 5 personal pronouns in English are li in Mauritian Creole. He, she, him, her, and it are li in Mauritian Creole. Now, we're going to take a look at the informal version of you, which is to in Mauritian Creole. So, to would be used with friends and people younger than yourself. Assume, assuming you're having a party and you have invited your colleagues, classmates, and best friends. So with those persons, you're going to use the informal version of you, which is to in Mauritian Creole. While assuming you're having dinner with your family, with your parents, grandparents, uncle, then you would use the formal version of you, which is ou in Mauritian Creole. So ou, you would use the singular personal pronoun ou when with people you don't know so well, some family members, and people older than you. Why I uh, wrote some family members? It's because in Mauritius, some children will refer their parents as tu, which is the informal version of you, rather than ou, which is the formal version of you. So, with your parents, you can use tu or you can use ou. Now, for the object pronoun toi, it is used when describing someone as the object of a sentence rather than the subject. So, what is the subject of a sentence? The subject pronoun of a sentence. The subject pronoun of a sentence is the one who is doing the action. So the object pronoun is not doing any action while the subject pronoun is doing the action. So the object pronoun, you will use toi in Mauritian Creole. But on the slide where we going to have examples of the use of those singular personal pronouns, you will have a better understanding of those pronouns. Now, for the pronouns he, she, him, her, and it, in Mauritian Creole, you will use li, li. So you have 5 personal pronouns, singular personal pronouns in English, but in Mauritian Creole, you will use only one personal pronoun, singular personal pronoun, which is li for verse 5. This is great because it makes learning Mauritian Creole a lot easier, but you still have to pay attention to the context where the singular personal pronoun li is used, because you don't want to create some ambiguity. But as I said, when we are going to take a look at the examples of use of singular personal pronouns in Mauritian Creole, you're going to understand it better. Now, table 1.1 are examples of singular personal pronouns in Mauritian Creole. In the first column, you're going to see some sentences in English, and in the second column, you're going to see those sentences translated in Mauritian Creole. So, I am reading. I am reading. Me peux lire. If you go back to table 1, you're going to see that I in Mauritian Creole is me. Then, second example, forgive me. Forgive me. In Mauritian Creole is pardonne-moi. Pardonne-moi. Me in Mauritian Creole is moi. Now, you are running, the informal version of you. Tu peux galoper. The informal version of you in Mauritian Creole is tu. Now, you are talking, the formal version of you. Ou peut causer. So, the formal version of you in Mauritian Creole is ou. Now, can I come with you? Can I come with you? Now, this is what I have said before uh, with the object pronoun. In this sentence, I is the subject pronoun because I is doing the action, while you, the object pronoun, is not doing the action. So if you are translating you, which is the object pronoun in Mauritian Creole, it will be toi. Can I come with you? Est-ce qu'il me capable venir avec toi? The object pronoun you in Mauritian Creole is toi. Now, next example. He is playing. Li peut jouer. He in Mauritian Creole is li. She is looking. Li peut guetter. She in Mauritian Creole is li. It is barking. Li peut aboyer. Again, it in Mauritian Creole is li. Speak to him. Cause or li. Him in Mauritian Creole is li. Accompany her. Accompagne li. Her in Mauritian Creole is li. Now, let's take a look at plural personal pronouns we have in Mauritian Creole. As you have seen in the table 1, words in Mauritian Creole can have various meaning. And in table 2, you would see that in the first column, the plural personal pronoun we and us in Mauritian Creole are nous. The plural personal pronoun they and them in Mauritian Creole are zut. Or it can also be banla. I have written here that in Mauritian Creole there are many words having multiple meaning, and I have given examples here such as nous for we and us. So in table 2 you would see the first example of plural personal pronouns in English, we and us. In Mauritian Creole they would be nous. Now on the next slide, you have seen that in table 2, for them and they, you can either use zut or banla. Let's take a look at table 2. For the plural pronouns they and them, you can either use zut or banla. Now, banla is often used in situations where there could be confusions between zut, the pronoun, the plural personal pronoun you, a group of people, and zut, them, a different group of people. It might sound confusing, but assume you have two groups of people and you have to make a distinction between those two groups of people. I have one example here. You have to go with them. You here is a plural personal pronoun. You have to go with them. Zut bizin al ek banla. You in Mauritian Creole is zut when it is in the form of a plural personal pronoun, and them, the plural personal pronoun them, in Mauritian Creole is banla. So you can always go back to see in the table what are those personal pronouns, plural personal pronouns in Mauritian Creole. Now, you have some examples here of those plural personal pronouns in English first, then in Mauritian Creole. The first example is we are leaving. We are leaving. Nous pe aller. So in Mauritian Creole, the plural personal pronoun we is nous. Now, second example, come with us. Come with us. In Mauritian Creole is viens avec nous. Viens avec nous. The plural personal pronoun us in Mauritian Creole is nous. Next example, you are watching. You are watching when you is a plural personal pronoun. When you have more than one person, you are watching zut pe guetter. So you, the plural personal pronoun you is zut in Mauritian Creole. They are talking. They are talking. In Mauritian Creole, it is zut pe causer. Zut pe causer. The plural personal pronoun they in Mauritian Creole is zut. Next example, talk with them. Talk with them in Mauritian Creole is cause ek zut. Cause ek zut. Them in Mauritian Creole is zut. They are walking. They are walking in Mauritian Creole is banla pe morse. Banla pe morse. Next example, go with them. Go with them in Mauritian Creole is al ek banla. Al ek banla. So the plural personal pronoun of them in Mauritian Creole is banla. Now let's take a look at those four last examples. They are talking Zutpekuzi. In this sentence, you can use banla instead of zut. You can use banla instead of zut. In the sentence with talk with them, cause exut, you can also use the term banla instead of zut. So you can alternate the plural personal pronoun zut and banla in Mauritian Creole when you don't have to make a distinction between two groups of person. So if you have to make a distinction between two groups, then you will have to pay attention to how you're using zut and banla. But when there is only one group of person, you can alternate between zut and banla. Now, let's take a look at reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used to refer back to the subject. For example, in myself, himself, and themselves. So in table 3, you will have examples of uh, reflexive pronouns in Mauritian Creole, then reflexive pronouns in English. So in Mauritian Creole, myself would be momem. Myself would be momem. Ourselves would be numem. Ourselves would be numem. Yourself, the informal form, would be domem. Yourself, the informal form would be domem. Yourself, the formal form would be umem. Yourself, the formal form would be umem. Themselves would be zutmem. Themselves would be zutmem. Themselves would be zutmem. Now, for the reflexive pronoun themselves, you can also use banlamem. Banlamem. So earlier I have said that you can alternate between zut and banla, those plural personal pronoun zut and banla. Here you can also alternate between zutmem and banlamem. Now, lost personal pronoun. So, lost reflexive pronouns. Himself or herself in Mauritian Creole would be limem. You can also add itself on the list. So, himself, herself, and itself would be limem. Have you have probably noticed mo, nu, to, u, zut, banla, li? Those are a combination of singular personal pronoun and plural personal pronouns. But the only thing that changed is that there is a suffix mem, the suffix mem, which is added to the pronoun. So, so the suffix mem or the word we can say mem in Mauritian Creole means same. Mauritian Creole it means same. Um, Reflexive pronouns in Mauritian Creole are used as a means of bringing emphasis. What's interesting in Mauritian Creole is that some words are abbreviated. Example, momem. Sometimes you will say, Mauritian people, of course, would say moem, moem, moem instead of momem. So sometimes mem is reduced to m. Instead of momem, you can use moem. Moem instead of momem. You can do that with every single one, every single reflexive pronouns in Mauritian Creole. So momem would be moem, numem would be nuem, tomem would be toem, umem would be umem, uem, zutmem would be zutem, zutem, banlamem puvin banlaem, limem would be liem. Now, you have some examples here of the use of reflexive pronouns in Mauritian Creole. Okay, the first example is I did it by myself. I did it by myself. Mon feli por moi-même or mon feli por moi-même. Mon feli por moi-même or mon feli por moi-même. Second example, we did it by ourselves. We did it by ourselves. In Mauritian Creole, it would be nous feli por nous-mêmes or nous feli por nous-mêmes. Nous-mêmes or nous-mêmes. You can alternate between nous-mêmes or nous-mêmes. You did it by yourself. You did it by yourself. In Mauritian Creole would be ten feli por toi-même or ten feli por toi-même. It's either toi-même or toi-même. Next example, you did it by yourself. You did it by yourself. But here yourself is the formal version. Then you will use un fairly por umem. Un fairly por umem or un fairly por uem. Uem. Next example, they did it by themselves. they did it by themselves. In Mauritian Creole would be je t'ai fait pas je même. Je t'ai fait pas je même or je t'aime. I have said earlier that at the end of the video, you're going to have some exercises to do to practice. So those are, so the first exercise, you can refer to table 1, which is the table where you can find those singular personal pronoun. Replace X with the correct pronoun in Mauritian Creole. The first one is I love reading. I have give you an example here. I have give you the answer to the first one. I in Mauritian Creole is mu. I in Mauritian Creole is mu. He is tired. He is tired. According to table 1, he in Mauritian Creole is li. He is tired in Mauritian Creole is li fatigué. Next one. Next example. Can I come with you? Can I come with you? So I gave you a tip. I is the subject pronoun. You is the object pronoun. I is the subject pronoun because I is doing the action. So in Mauritian Creole, I is me, and you, the object pronoun is toi. So can I come with you? Est-ce que moi capable venir avec toi? Next one. He is talking to me. He is talking to me in Mauritian Creole. He is li and me is moi. Next one. Show her the house. Show her the house. Next one. Show her the house. Show her the house. In Mauritian Creole, the singular personal pronoun her is li. The singular personal pronoun her in Mauritian Creole is li. So that was pretty easy. Now, the next exercise. Replace X with the correct pronoun in Mauritian Creole. You can refer to table 1 and table 2. So, we are trying. We are trying. We, the plural personal pronoun. We in Mauritian Creole is nous. We are trying, nous essayer. They are calling us. They are calling us. So, where I have put two X next to each other, this is the tip that I gave that you can alternate between two plural personal pronoun. They, according to table 2 in Mauritian Creole, is either zot or banla. And us in Mauritian Creole is nous. So take a look at table 2 and you can see what uh, they and us are in Mauritian Creole. He is talking to you, plural form of you. He is talking to you. He, according to table 1, is li, and you, the plural form of you in Mauritian Creole, according to table 2, is either zut or banla. Next exercise. Go with them. Go with them. In Mauritian Creole, it would be al ek zut or al ek banla. As you can see, you can alternate between zut and banla when there are only one group of person. Next exercise. You, singular form, have to see them. You have to see them. According to table 1, you is to or u, depend if it's also either formal or informal form. But here I didn't say which form it is, so you can use either to or u. So then them. which according to table 2 is zut or banla. All those words, all those pronouns, singular personal pronoun and plural personal pronoun, you can see them in table 1 and 2. Now, Villov's exercise. Replace X with the correct pronoun in Mauritian Creole. You can refer to table 1 and 3. First one is I wrote it myself. I wrote it myself. In Mauritian Creole, according to table 1, I is mu. And according to table 3, myself is mumem or muim. Now, next one. Tell him yourself. Tell him yourself. According to table 1, him is li and yourself is to mem or to im. Next one. Discuss it among yourselves. Discuss it among yourselves. It in Mauritian Creole is li, table 1. Yourselves is zut mem or zut im. You can alternate between banlamem, banlaem or zutmem, zutmem. Next one. He did it himself. He did it himself. Table 1. He in Mauritian Creole is li. It in Mauritian Creole is li again. Himself is limem or li em. So we have completed all the exercise we had. In total, we have yes 14 exercises. You can do it again and practice it. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Resplendence Language Arts.